Welcome back, everyone. It's Super Kelly Brothers Podcast, episode 300.
Woo!
For the 25th of May, 2025. My name's Sloan Kelly.
My name's Jody Kelly.
It's the 5th month, 25th day, 25th year of this century.
Wow. Get that,
We'll never see that again, Jody.
As they say in friendly terms in Glasgow.
That's right.
Get it right up you as well.
Along with what are you drinking? Yeah. Anyway, I won't. If you know, you know.
For somebody that hates that term, use an awful lot these days.
It's my least favourite term. But yes. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Indeed.
Exactly, yeah.
And if you don't know, you don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, Sloan's internet's playing up again, so I think we should probably rush through this.
I know, and there's a fair whack of stuff to get through. But let's try. The best thing to do is just stand completely stock still and try and not send any data out other than voice. So just go, hello, how are you? Don't wave your arms.
Don't move your lips.
Don't move your lips. Don't move my lips.
We'll fool the internet into thinking it's just an audio only.
Exactly.
YouTube thing. I need to stop moving.
Right, you need to stop moving, right? Right, no moving.
Full internet episode.
Yeah, right. Although I need to play the introduction, so...
Three times.
Third time's the charm. 300. That's why we're doing it that way. I am. No, is that what he says? I've never seen the movie.
Oh, have you not seen 300?
No.
It's one of Zack Snyder's finest.
That's probably why I've not seen it. I'm not a fan. I really am not a fan of Zack Snyder. And every time I see Zack Snyder, I'm like, yeah.
Well, fair enough, you're not a fan now, but back in the day, he did do some good stuff, which I will come into when I watch you.
But that's the thing is, I wasn't a fan back in the day. Like, I don't have. He's not a Spielberg or a Scorsese for me. He's not I've got to go and see Zack Snyder. Like, he was never that guy for me.
He's not a storyteller, which, unfortunately, for a director, it's not great, is it?
You kind of need to be.
But he can, with somebody else's material, he's very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Is he?
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah. Maybe she's stick to other people's material.
Visually, it's just stunning stuff he comes up with.
Yeah,
visual stuff.
I'm gonna keep that to the back burner because I do actually want to keep with the Zack Snyder momentum going. He's so good, in fact, that they've cancelled Rebel Moon.
They cancelled it now officially.
It's gone.
I thought the last I heard of that, they had what was it, 6 more movies or something in the tank that you'd already written.
Yeah. So one Zack Snyder collaborator hints that it's not happening. So it's
I was watching John Campea, and he said, "What's worse than getting kicked in the balls twice?"
Don't know.
Another Rebel Moon movie. He's like, and by the way, we're getting 6 of them.
Oh my god! Oh, it's so true.
Oh god! I just thought that was priceless. Oh god!
Anyway, they've so outlined. True. This is. I watched the thing. I'll mention this in a minute, but remind me about Avatar in a second. But so they've outlined movies 3, 4, 5, and 6, very detailed outlines. And Zack was initially plotted out the whole world of wheat where we know where we can go. We've written detailed outlines. The second movie is to find the princess. The third movie is to make sure that the princess is where she should be, sitting on the throne and properly ruling over the mother world. Yeah. Aye, great. Aye, fantastic. And the fourth one is she goes to Kentucky Fried Chicken. What's the fourth one then? And then the fifth one, she has to find the prince. And then the fifth one, she finds the prince, but he's not the right one. And then the sixth one, she goes to Bowser's castle. Like, what's
and then we're going to get all the extended versions as well. But that's not happening now, you're saying?
In the adult versions. And so on and so forth. And such.
Is it happening or is it not happening?
It's not. It would take an act of God, they've said. So, I mean, the fact that they split the first movie into two movies, so it's part one, part two. The first one was part one. This is going to be good, and then part two was haha, we lied and pulled the rug from you. Having sat through those movies multiple times for the program, for the podcast, not for any other reason.
Sloan hates these films.
I have to say, I hate these films so much. I watched them so many times. On
the fifth viewing, I really hated it.
Exactly, yeah. But the sixth one, I was bored to tears. Yep. I don't understand how this got greenlit in the first place. Like, if he had a treatment for all of these and he presented that to Netflix, was it some just bored executive going, "Yeah, mate, just do what you want. We want Zack Snyder, and we'll do whatever we can to get."
I think he's signed some sort of deal because he had that zombie movie, the bank heist kind of Las Vegas zombie movie. I remember the name of it.
But there was the army. There was the army of thieves. There was the army of thieves. The army of the thing with Dave Bautista in it.
Yeah, that one.
Was that the army of thieves?
I can't remember. Okay. That was okay. I thought that was all right. And then
I get 20 minutes into it, bored.
I think the pitch for an adult orientated Star Wars sounds pretty funky though. But he went as usual. Zack goes too far. He can't write a script, and it's just, the story was terrible. It was just awful.
So you mentioned that, but Ryan Reynolds apparently pitched an R-rated Star Wars.
Yes.
And that kind of dovetails quite nicely into this. So I pitched to Disney, said, why don't we do an R-rated Star Wars property? It doesn't have to be overt A+ characters. There's a wide range of characters you could use. And I don't mean R-rated to be vulgar, R-rated as in Trojan horse for emotion. I always wonder why studios didn't want to gamble on something like that. And then he said something interesting, actually. It was he doesn't want to be in it. He's quite happy being behind the camera, maybe writing or doing whatever there. But he says, I'd want to produce or write a part behind the scenes. Those kinds of IPs subsist really well on scarcity and surprise. We don't get scarcity really with Star Wars because of Disney Plus, but you can certainly still surprise people. And I thought that was quite an interesting take on it. So I don't know how you feel about Ryan Reynolds getting involved in. Are there too many Ryans involved in Star Wars now?
His type of humor wouldn't be good for Star Wars. That's because his type of humor is all over free man and was it Free Man?
Yeah, free guy.
Sorry,
Free Guy, Red Notice, Deadpool.
It's that kind of humor won't translate to Star Wars, and it is kind of crude humor. Well, it is, and it would be that. So no, I'm not even that bothered about this Ryan Gosling movie. He
was a Starship Trooper.
Yeah.
And
I like Sean Levy. I think he's good.
Mm-hmm. And I like Ryan Gosling as well. Ryan Gosling's good as well.
Listen, I love Ryan Gosling, but I don't think I wish it wasn't him that was in it. I wish it was maybe somebody else or a kind of unknown or something. Star Wars is always good when it's kind of lesser known actors. Having a big name like Ryan Gosling in it is a bit distracting.
I know, bit of a kind of he looked kids. It's Mark Hamill.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm a bit worried about that one.
I think.
It's doing Star Wars.
What if it was like an R? Yeah, but what if it was? Alien but set in the Star, like the Tony Gilroy wanted to do that, where it was like Alien but set in the Star Wars universe. Like I could see that happening. That would be an R-rated movie.
Yeah,
a lot of people go running around from aliens.
The one I keep pitching is the Battlefront 2 Ewok movie. We've always had a cutesy version of the Ewoks, but they're,
vicious
they're
the
Viet Cong in space. Ewoks with all their traps and all that. And,
asymmetric warfare. That's the phrase I was trying to think of in the Andor podcast. Couldn't think
guerrilla
of it.
warfare.
But yeah.
Guerrilla warfare against stormtroopers in the dead of night.
Yeah.
Picking them off one by one. I'd
yellow jacket in them.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. I'd like that. I'd like to see that. And you wouldn't have to. I mean, everybody's in costume. You wouldn't see anybody's faces.
I could make it all completely CGI. You could do it as a Bad Batch episode.
Oh no, I don't want that. Or maybe it could just be that. I don't know. I think some sort of. I'd like to see a horror in Star Wars. I think that'd be fun. So, and you could do it, with some scary characters.
I'm looking at it. Sorry, scrolling down the my video is going as well. I need to stop moving. I'm scrolling through that Rebel Moon article, and I keep seeing screenshots from it, and I'm just shaking my head at some of the stuff because it reminds me of some of the things that was there. I like the Rebel Moon thing that started off as an R-rated thing because remember he said it was going to be edgier than Star Wars, and then when Netflix got the rights to it, they're like, can we get it so that it's not edgy and it's just Star Wars? And that I think is what actually killed it. Is that maybe if they'd released the R-rated version first, it might have been a bit better.
That was awful, though. That was so vulgar. That was so vulgar for no reason.
It was so vulgar. Yeah,
it's horrible, horrible thing. I could only last 20 minutes watching that.
The added material as well. Added stuff to it, but it wasn't enough to be like, oh, that's what they meant by that. From the original, it was just more reaping. Because God knows I love a good slow motion reaping shot of people going like that.
But
with see all the stuff through the corn or wheat.
See all the stuff that he promised that he was going to give us in those movies. He gave it us in about the first 2 minutes. Violence, nudity, swearing. It was all in the first 2 minutes. It was like bang, 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 right in there. It wasn't messing about. It was just awful.
I think it says it's the problem with lazy writing is, and Russell T Davies does this all the time, is I need this character to get from here to here, and I don't care how that happens. They have to get from here to here. So all of a sudden it becomes like a car arrives and picks them up and drives them to the destination. Like there's no story there. It's just mechanical.
Yeah,
that's the problem. It's mechanical.
That can be forgivable if you're in with the characters and you're in with the story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something that's forgivable. It's like, I was watching Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark, right? And the minute, the moment at the end, when he gets on that Nazi submarine and then travels about 300 miles, how does he not die? That submarine's going under the water. It's not a submarine if it was a boat. Fine.
Does he not go in the submarine?
Nope.
I thought he goes in the submarine, doesn't he?
No. Next thing you see the submarine in the base, and he's like.
I don't think, but submarines don't lock from the outside, do they? I mean, surely you don't want them to lock from the outside.
I don't know, but you forgive that because the rest of the movie's brilliant. You know what I mean? That moment,
Yeah.
It's a bit like that.
Bit like that. Not like that. Bit like that.
It is forgivable sometimes. Lazy writing.
Yeah. Sorry, let me just scroll off because we're jumping all over the the schedule here. What did we talk about? Did we talk about the box office?
No.
Oh, we should talk about that. Mission Impossible. Ethan's going head to head with Stitch. Didn't see that coming.
I never saw that coming.
They're calling it the new Barbenheimer.
What are they going to call it then? Right, let's think.
Stitch Impossible.
Stitch Possible.
Mission.
Mission
Lilo Possible. I don't know.
Impossible.
I don't know.
Mission Impossible. Impossible. Mission Impossible. Is it Mission Impossible?
Mission : Impossible.
Mission Impossible.
No. Impossible Mission was the name of the Commodore 64 game.
That was the game, wasn't it? Back in the day.
It was, 80s. Yeah.
That's true.
No, that was him dying when he fell down. He went, oh, like that.
No, that's right.
Another visitor. Stay a while. Stay forever. That guy. Dr. Diffenschmurf or whatever his name was.
Jesus.
Is it?
I don't know. I can't remember. Right. So anyway, getting back to...
Anyhow, so apparently it's the biggest Memorial Day weekend ever, Lilo and Stitch.
Really?
And apparently it's made 55 million across Friday and preview. And Mission Impossible's got 24.8 million on opening day. A franchise best figure for a Mission Impossible. So
is it really? Because the last one was pretty good, but it didn't do as well as, or did it? I don't seem to remember.
That was Dead Reckoning, wasn't it? Dead Reckoning Part 1, because they were going to call this one Dead Reckoning Part 2, and then they changed it because it didn't do so well, and they were like, "They change it."
Yeah.
So they changed the name of it.
Do not associate it with this other movie.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So anyway, so it looks like Tiny Tom Cruise is back on top. So that's good.
I've heard good things about it. Did you see the first part?
I did, yeah. I thought it was okay. It's not my favorite Mission Impossible movie.
Me neither.
But it was okay.
They gave the game away though too soon. They showed that stunt, that amazing stunt, too many times before the movie came out. They should have kept that under the hat, but he was so proud of himself.
It's the same as this biplane stunt that's coming up in this one. I've seen that one so many times because they did that as promotional material for the previous one. So
yeah. I feel as if
they shot that like 3 years ago. That stunt, because I remember they were doing. This is from the new movie, and Tom Cruise is going to say a few words or something. It cut to Tom Cruise being in this biplane thing, going "Hello," screaming in the wind.
Oh no,
that's the title of his new film.
Was that not him saying thank you to everybody that went to see the last one?
Yeah.
And McHugh jumped out of a plane.
Yeah.
Remember that one? That was some guy, isn't he?
I know. He's not insane. For the purposes of this podcast, he's not insane. He's very sane, in fact. He's the sanest person I've ever met. Got away with that one.
I think you did. Yeah, but the stunt that he did the motorbike off the cliff, I'm sure they showed the making of that and everything before the movie came out.
It was like, the making of it was longer than the actual movie.
There's featurettes about it and all that about it. Yes, they blew the load blew the load, as it were, too quickly. Happens to the best of us, Tom.
It does, yeah. But so the last Disney movie the live action movie that got made was Snow White, which was $250 million production budget. $250 million went into Snow White, and it made $204 million worldwide.
Whoa,
isn't that good? So the new movie the new Lilo and Stitch movie cost $100 million to make. And it's already gotten that half of that at least in the first weekend, which is pretty good.
Yeah, well, they didn't have the problem of refilming. Is it Stitch is the wee thing? Collaborator or whatever it is.
Aye. He's Experiment 626. Jodie, this is a movie I happen to love and enjoy. It is my favorite Walt Disney movie, animated Walt Disney movie of all time ever. I love this movie. I'm not joking. This is actually my favorite movie of theirs.
By the way, it's a very beloved movie by loads of people, Lilo and Stitch. So for them to do a live action version of it, bravo. And loads of folk will want to see it. And it's I'm just making the point, though, it's not had the issues that, the Seven Dwarfs had, Snow White had, because of the Seven Dwarf factor.
Yeah, because they
didn't have a Sonic the Hedgehog factor either, when the fans were like, redesign the thing, because they did it the way it should be.
Yeah.
The way it looks in the cartoon.
Because I've seen clips and trailers and stuff like that for Lilo and Stitch. I mean, Stitch looks amazing. I mean, it looks like Sam's got it's one of Sam's favorite movies, and she's got all the Lilo, the Stitch stuffed toys, and it looks like one of them's come to life. It's really good. So,
it's going to do well, I think.
Yeah,
definitely.
It's got some of the kind of classic scenes in there. They've rewritten a few of them. So the big bad guy, the big alien captain, whatever his name is, I can't remember the characters' names. He's not in it, and so they've changed a few bits and pieces around there. My only thing is that they removed. So they used to have a big fat American tourist, and he was always the stooge in the scenes, and they've changed it for some Samoan guy, which I don't agree with, because the whole point was it was supposed to be about idiots coming to the island and not treating it with respect and all that kind of stuff, and now they replaced it with some Samoan guy, and it just falls a bit flat.
Is that Disney playing their safe card again? by sort of inclusiveness and but not kind of missing the point of what the original character was all about.
Could be
that card.
Also, the original movie, just to point out, I think was one of the first or one of the last ones that was made at the Disney Animation Studios in Orlando, Florida, and they did it for a budget, so much so that if you go back and watch it, a lot of the background characters do not move. They're just in the background, so it's static.
Straight to video, but
it's almost like a straight to video thing, and it's got that kind of quirky kind of straight to video type animation on it as well, and that's kind of what gives it part of its charm, is the fact it's not as polished as other Beauty and the Beast or Cinderella or those kind of movies.
Well, Beauty and the Beast was one of the first Disney movies to use CGI.
The ballroom scene.
Yeah.
And I think the transformation as well that used
probably.
I'm looking forward to it. We're going to go and we're going to watch it on Father's Day this year. So
nice one, nice wee moment for you.
Aye, thanks.
We live the magic. We love the magic.
I do. I love me. So this is the other weird thing, is that this is the second Disney live action movie I've gone to see this in all time ever. I've never seen them before, and I've seen 2 this year, or will have seen 2 this year.
Yeah,
because I've been putting off point blank watching these things, because it's like, oh no, that's not true. I watched Pinocchio, but that was on streaming. This is the second time I've been to the cinema to watch it. Yeah, but it's the third time I've watched them. I still don't get them. No, we don't talk about Pinocchio. My God. Bad news for all y'all who want to go and watch Avengers movies. They're pushing back the release dates of the next 2 Avengers movies. Doomsday is now going to be... So these were both May movies. They're now getting pushed back to December.
What?
December 18th, 2026, and then Avengers Secret Wars is going to get released in December 17th, 2027, and then there's going to be an untitled Disney movie in the place of them.
So what's the when are we getting the first Avengers movie? Next year?
2026. December, Christmas next year. Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And is that Doomsday? Is that one?
That is, yeah. So that's the RDJ one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Avengers Secret War will be the following year.
Right, okay. No, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this new phase. Fantastic Four, obviously, being the first movie out the. Then we've got to wait for almost a year and a half then for the next one.
Yeah. When's Fantastic Four First Steps coming out?
It's coming out next
July.
Or July?
July 25th. July 25th.
Aye.
Yeah. So apparently the MCU Phase 5 will officially conclude on TV with the upcoming series Ironheart, which premieres on June 24th. So June 24th is the sort of the death knell of Phase 5.
All right, okay. Christ, I keep thinking that phase is finished and there's always something else. I thought it's Thunderbolts was the last thing.
I thought, well, it's cinema, and it's for a cinema release. It is Thunderbolts, but for TV, it's still going to be that.
Right.
So, with all the release shuffle, Disney's also going to reveal the Devil Wears Prada sequel.
You'll be rushing to see that.
100%.
I'll be right there with you.
Aye. It's open May 1st, 2026, and Ridley Scott's adaptation of the post-apocalyptic The Dog Stars is going to be released March 27th, 2025. So
Ridley?
Ridley's still working.
It's always worth seeing what he's up to.
Aye. Him and Guy Ritchie, they're the hardest working men in Hollywood.
But Ridley's about in his 80s, though. Guy Ritchie's in his prime. Sloan, where have you gone?
Aye.
Are you still there?
I'm Paramount Plus. I'm back.
I'm still here. I was like, right, folks, that's it. Wrapping up.
I thought I'd lost you, boy.
That better
breathe it in.
That better not be out of sync now.
I think it is.
Oh,
this will be fun. This will be fun. Disney has submitted Andor for 23 categories for the Emmys, which is a lot. Would you like to know what they are?
Yes, please.
Let me just go through here. Does it give me a list? Okay, so here they are. Outstanding drama series. So that's just everybody. So this is all the people who get executive producer. This is where all the people who, when you put executive producer, this is what they do. They turn up and they get it for best picture or whatever it is. So Sani Wallenberg, Tony Gilroy, Kathleen Kennedy, Diego Luna, Luke Hull, John Gilroy, and David Minty. They're all producers and executive producers. They all get a wee attaboy for that. Directing for a drama series is Yanis Metz. I don't know what episodes he did though. Writing, Dan Gilroy. Lead actor in a drama series, Diego Luna. Supporting actor, 2 nominations for this one, so this will be a tough one. Stellan Skarsgård and Kyle Soller.
Whoa, that's a tough one. That is a tough one.
And here's an even tougher one. Oh god, this is worse. Supporting actress in a drama series, they've put forward Genevieve O'Reilly, Denise Goff, Adriana Arones, Faye Marcy, and Elizabeth Dulau.
They should just have a special award for Andor at this point.
They should, yeah.
Can I just take a small break? Sorry, I know we're halfway through something. Sorry.
Guest star.
Oh, God.
Guest star in the drama series: Ben Mendelsohn, Forrest Whitaker, and Benjamin Bratt, who stepped in for Jimmy Smits because he couldn't make it.
He was terrific.
Still getting flack. I know. That's the worst thing about it. He's getting flack. He's like, why wasn't it Jimmy Smits? It's like, because Jimmy Smits is busy. That's why.
That's
and
the official line.
Benjamin Bratt. Benjamin Bratt, by the way, Miss Congeniality.
Listen,
he played Manny's dad in Modern Family. Guy's
to me, it was a smooth transition.
I didn't miss him.
They fitted the suit with the wee pens.
Exactly, with the Imperial pens. Yep. Guest actress in the drama series is Varada Sethu, who's currently Belinda Chandra in Doctor Who. And then finally, character voiceover performance, Alan Tudyk for K2SO. And then they've got awards for casting in a drama series, cinematography, fantasy sci-fi costumes, period or fantasy sci-fi makeup, non-prosthetic, period or sci-fi makeup, sci-fi hairstyling, production design, music composition. By the way, Brandon Roberts should win that. What a fantastic... Nymos, brilliant. They use that everywhere. Original music and lyrics: "We Are the Gore," written by Nicholas Brittle and Tony Gilroy. And picture editing, sound mixing, sound visual effects, stunt coordination, and stunt performance. They're putting in for a lot of these awards, so hopefully they get some.
If there was an award for casting.
Oh, there is. They should win. Sorry, there is an award for casting as well.
Well, they should win that as well.
Sorry.
The casting's phenomenal in that show.
Brilliant. So really, not really. A dud in all the cast. Like every single member right down to some ISB agent who just comes up and says, "I've got the papers for you, sir." Even that guy was brilliant.
See the wee guy that was like some sort of IT whiz. Remember that wee guy?
Yes.
He was brilliant as well. The English guy.
That's right. Yes. He's my brother. My cousin's. He's applied for the ISB. He's going to shut up and do your job. Okay, then.
That's the guy.
He was brilliant. He was fantastic.
Fantastic. That should win all awards.
Yeah.
Every single 100%.
One. Yeah.
And you know, all the ones that are up for, you know, an actor or whatever, just let them all win.
Yeah, let them eat cake. Nice cake, red velvet cake. It's delicious.
That's nice. It's
moist.
Lovely.
Let's stick with Doctor Who. Apparently, it's taken a bit of a nosedive, which is also season 4's opening episode of season 5's opening episode of Black Mirror. So apparently Ncuti is out. This is from the Sun. So take it with a pinch of salt.
Is this some sort of controversy? Something about this Eurovision or something?
Yes. So this rumors started because he was supposed to, because they did last week's episode, not the one on Saturday, one before that, was the Universal Song Contest or something. That was the Doctor Who episode.
Oh, all right.
It was to tie in with Eurovision. So he was going to present some awards or whatever. Sophie Ellis Bextor ended up standing in for him. So the Sun, so take it with a pinch of salt. They believe that there's been a behind-the-scenes tete-a-tete, and Ncuti's taken the ump and then decided not to go on to do the Eurovision Song Contest and do whatever it is. My feeling is that's a bunch of hokum, and what's happened is there's been some kind of double booking, or somebody's been a boo-boo and Ncuti couldn't make it for whatever reason, and that's the real reason. It's just a scheduling thing.
And they're making a mountain out of a molehill.
And they're making a mountain out of a molehill because there's been rumors that he's shot his regeneration scene already, and but if that's the case, then what the heck is it to him to present Eurovision Song Contest? And by the way, it's a European tradition, the Eurovision Song Contest. Everyone watches the Eurovision Song Contest.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Ncuti Gatwa would be watching the Eurovision Song Contest as well.
Yeah.
So I don't get why he wouldn't want to do it. Let me put it that way. It makes more sense for him to be there than not to be there. So something must have happened. Whatever it is, hopefully it's not something serious, but there's a reason why he couldn't be there.
Yeah, even though he's done his regeneration scene, doesn't necessarily mean anything,
Not in modern Who, no, not really. I mean, it could be the fact he shot his regeneration scene, but that could be because they want to do like a sort of a whipsaw or something back to some previous episodes. So he's doing a regeneration episode now, so that when he does it in another season, like another season later on, then I'm sorry. So, then maybe they want to tie it up with that. I don't know.
He should be only shooting a regeneration if he's going to turn into a different Doctor.
Aye. But I mean, it could be the fact that he's going to do that at the end of the season. What is it? I mean, okay, he's leaving. They're bringing someone else in.
Is he definitely
no mention of it? No, but there's been no mention of it. There's been no rumors, there's a lot of rumors going around because it's like, oh, he's not happy and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, I don't think that's the case. I say what I'm not happy about. I'm not happy about the writing on the show. The writing's pretty shockingly bad, to be honest, in the show.
I think that's
he's
the bottom
fine.
line. That's the bottom line.
I know, like as the Doctor, I think I like his energy. It's very kind of manic, kind of like the kind of old school manic Doctors, and that's good because it's we had Peter Capaldi, who was the sort of the John Pertwee thinking man's type Doctor. I love Peter Capaldi's Doctor, but there wasn't an awful lot of running around and sort of being manic and stuff in it. Whereas this incarnation is like that.
Sometimes it can go too far.
Terrible.
Sometimes it can go too far with the manic stuff. Yeah. Sylvester McCoy, anyone?
Well, exactly. Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the other thing as well as Mel's in it.
I got the whole thing cancelled.
Why is Mel? Yeah, Luke. That was Peter Grade. What was his name? Luke Grade. Luke Grade. It was Luke Grade's son. Michael Grade. That was it. Yeah. He cancelled it because he hated Doctor Who. But like, I don't know. They brought Mel back. Like, nothing against Bonnie Langford. I'm sure she's a lovely woman. Why not bring back Tegan? She was good. She was a good companion.
No, I got a wee soft spot. Soft spot for Tegan.
Perry.
Who was
Perry the companion?
Who was Tom Baker's companion that didn't wear much?
I know who you mean. Yeah. Well, they brought back the Rani in this episode as well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember the Rani. She was played by
Anita Dobson.
No. Well, yeah, she was actually played by Anita Dobson, but she played by Kate. God, I can see her. That was her name. I'll look her up. Rani. She's the last of the female Time Lords. Kate O'Mara, that's her name. She was in the Eden Line or something, or Triangle or something. Triangle.
Back the day. She was in Dynasty as well, was she not? She in Dynasty?
I think so. Yeah. Her and Joan Crawford. Yeah.
Joan Collins.
Yeah. Joan Collins, that's it. Joan Crawford.
I was watching her in I never liked Joan Collins that much, but I was watching the show, the old Tales of the Unexpected on the Sky Arts channel. And
all that.
Now that I'm a bit older, I'm like, Joan Collins was a nice looking lady.
She was in the Star Trek episode.
Oh yeah.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Always try to squeeze Star Trek into somewhere.
Yep. So that's my cat. Just leapt up to the top of
that's why your internet doesn't work, because your cat's tuned through your wires.
Yep. Aye. So I need to get a new Cat 5. Networking jokes. What the heck is going on here? Seriously.
What's it? It's not a he.
It's a she. She. That's Wanda.
It's Wanda. That's right.
I wonder what she's up to. And also another Who news. David Tennant says, "I want to play Reed Richards."
Oh yeah, I heard that. And the Fantastic Four.
Yeah, we are not.
So, do you think he auditioned for that then?
Might have done, yeah. But he's already played a Marvel character. He played a bad guy. Played the baddie in Jessica Jones.
Oh right, that's right. Yeah, yeah.
So,
but then Marvel characters have doubled up.
RDJ
twice.
Chris Evans.
Yep. Chris Evans twice. Yep. Two different characters.
Mm-hmm.
DC do it as well. They're about to do it with Jason Momoa.
Well, true enough. Yeah. Because he's no longer Aquaman.
No.
Oh, talking of that, did you see what's his face? The guy with the beard and the compass.
But Brian Blessed.
No. Flash Gordon alive. Jack Sparrow. What's his name?
Oh, Johnny
Depp. That's his name. So he turned up at so have these they have these meet and greets with characters at Disneyland.
Yeah.
So and they have a Jack Sparrow at Disneyland. So of course there's Jack Sparrow appears and he's got his back to the audience and they're all like, "Hey, look, kids, it's Jack Sparrow, hey!" And then he turns around, of course, it's Johnny Depp, and everyone goes, "Oh my god, it's Johnny Depp!" Yeah. So he apparently was it, but that was recently. So, so a new pirate movie.
Well,
all is forgiven.
Well, we've heard loads of rumors, but that it's going to be a female lead pirate. Have we not?
Yeah, apparently not. Apparently he's back.
Good to see Johnny back. He's got a new movie coming out as well. First kind of one since all the shenanigans,
the whole court case and stuff.
Case, yeah. Mm-hmm. Which looks pretty good. I can't remember the name of it or what. I think he's got white hair in it, completely white hair.
Oh wait, are you thinking about the Crimes of Grindelwald?
No, it's a new thing. No, because it got recast in that. What do you call him? Mads Mikkelsen. Get that character.
Oh, in Grimwald.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so he did. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Cast.
Let's end we're at 10 minutes. We're at 10 to.
I promised Danny
so we'll get 15 minutes
back. This laptop back, so I can play Minecraft.
So I don't know if you've heard. So the Americans got a new president in January, and he's declared, "I'm declaring war on everything, tariffs and PBS." Apparently, it turns out. So he's declared war on PBS and said that they can't have funding, which meant they're evicting everyone from Sesame Street. Sesame Street is now they can't get a break. The
ultimate betrayal by Trump.
I know exactly. Yeah. So HBO said, "Well, we're not helping you because Dave Zaslav hates kids," and so Elmo's gone cap in hand.
He's trying to get us cancelled.
No, what will happen is David Zaslav will buy us and then
slagged off Tom Cruise, David Zaslav.
I didn't slag off Tom Cruise. I said he was a very nice man.
Aye.
And completely sane.
Yep.
I like Tom Cruise.
I love him.
I think he's great. The last of the movie stars, I think. Tom Cruise.
Everyone says that, don't they?
Yep.
Brad Pitt, though? No? I like Brad Pitt?
No. Brad Pitt doesn't hold a torch to Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is the last movie star.
Do you think Tom Cruise is a better actor than Brad Pitt?
No.
Do you not?
I think Tom Cruise is a better movie star than Brad Pitt, though. I think Brad Pitt's a really good actor, though.
I think Brad Pitt's a better movie star, but I think Tom Cruise, although he hasn't shown it for a wee while, recently, but I think Tom Cruise is a better actor.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Sounds like a comment section below.
Certainly does.
Anyway, so Elmo and the rest of the street
back to reality. Sorry,
have gone cap in hand, and they've found a new place they're going to live. It's brought to you, Sesame Street is going to be brought to you by the letters NETFLINX.
Yep.
Who
agreed to everything.
Who agreed to okay.
All you need to do is say, "Can we do it?" And they're like, "Yeah, sign here."
The only unfortunate thing is they have to move to a wheat field for some reason.
Right, okay. Is this a Rebel Moon sequels that are going to done by the Sesame Street cast?
Confused.
Yeah. I'd
So
watch that.
I would watch that as well. Elmo Moon. There you go.
Elmo Moon.
Yeah, it's because it's red and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
And it could be it could be like a cookie field, and so so the guy comes down and he goes, "Me want cookie," and
Yep, I can see it. Filmed in IMAX.
Shot in that really important 4:3 aspect ratio.
I think you need to contact Netflix and
Netflix.
Pitch that. Definitely.
Exactly. Yeah. The Muppets take the Rebel Moon. I think it'd be great.
Anyway,
and you could have Sam Eagle as the Mad Emperor guy, or the Regent, or whatever his name was.
Take it too far now. Anyway, Netflix is the new home for Sesame Street.
Yeah. So it's still going to be broadcast on PBS. That's the good thing, though, is the fact that because even though Trump's defunded them and all that kind of stuff, Netflix are going to put the money in, and it's still going to get broadcast on PBS. So the kids are still going to get it for free, and you can still pay for it through your Netflix subscription. So I'm happy, as are 300 million subscribers. Apparently, they're also going to give out 90 hours of previous episodes as well. But yeah, they just HBO just left them out to dry. I think that's ridiculous. But
I like the songs. I like the song. I like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's my favorite.
Yeah,
just put it out there.
Yeah, and then we'll end with a wee bit of a sad note. Cheer star George Wendt. He passed away this week. This is us. With him.
Very tall, but very thin.
Very thin on the Z-axis.
Thin.
Yeah. Big hands though. He's like Andre the Giant hands.
Huge hands.
So he passed away at the start of the month, start of the week there, and we just happened to be in Boston a couple of years ago.
That was us in Cheers. Around. Aye, that was us in Cheers. You go up the stairs to the upstairs bit, and it's huge up there, and they've got all the cutouts. But
nobody was there.
Yeah, nobody was there, but you couldn't get into the big bar bit, could you?
There was a big. Well, no, we stood at the bar. We stood at the bar because Shelley Long's cutout was behind the bar, and we stood beside her, like kind of like that, going.
Oh, did we get in? Because all the cutouts were kind of. I thought they were out in the hall. I'm kind of missing.
Some of them were out in the hall. So George's one was out in the hall. Yeah. So he was only like 36, 37 or something when he did that show.
Wow.
I know. Yeah. And that's from his time on the show.
Mm.
I mean,
yeah. I think he died. Was he 76 when he died?
76 when he died, yeah.
76, so yeah. Well loved. Definitely well loved on that show.
Yeah.
We loved him.
Yeah. There's a good his final line in the show is he's talking to Sam about the thing that you love, and he goes, "The thing I love is that stool." He says, "When I get to heaven, even if God's sitting on it, I'm going to knock him off it."
I'll tell you an interesting fact as well. He died the same day that Cheers was taken off the air.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I
thought Cheers had been taken off the air years ago.
Well, the same day it was cancelled. Anyway, he died.
Wow.
Same day, apparently.
Wow.
You know, as in like 30 years later or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Anyway, R.I.P. George.
Very sad. R.I.P.
Yeah. Shall we move on to what you're watching?
I've written it down.
What? Elmo wants to know what TV show watching.
God. I thought my memory is so bad that I thought I better start writing this down. Right, okay. So the 4 seasons. Netflix.
Oh, aye. Netflix is White Lotus.
It's not that, actually. I thought it was going to be like that, but it's not. It's really good. Tina Fey,
Steve Carell, Dave Bautista.
No, the dude from The End of the World.
Oh, aye, Danny McBride.
Nope.
No.
Last Man. What is it? Last Man.
Oh, Will Forte.
Will Forte. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's a really good cast. All the characters are great. Funny, heartfelt. What's not to like? Brilliant. Really enjoyed it. 8 episodes. Fantastic. Gladiator 2. It's on. What was it we watched on? Paramount Plus? Possibly.
Oh, okay.
I think it's on. Did anybody want this movie? Is it necessary? No. Is it good? It's quite good. Better than I thought it was going to be. And is the plot as thin as a one-ply toilet roll? Yes. But there's see the two baddies, the two emperors, the two brothers, twin brothers. Oh my god! By the way, they're brilliant. Those two guys.
Is it played by the same actor, or is it
one? No, it's the guy from Stranger Things. The guy with the rock.
Yeah,
rock.
Johnny Storm.
He's Johnny Storm in the new Fantastic Four.
Yeah,
and
Joseph.
Joseph Quinn, is it?
Aye, something like yeah.
And I don't know who the other actor is, right? But he's obviously been dropped in the head as a baby or something because he's not right.
I was dropped in the head as a baby.
Well, that explains a lot. But they're brilliant. Honestly, you need to watch it just for
that. Stopped you.
Aye. Now we're talking about Zack Snyder earlier. Watchmen. Watched Watchmen.
Oh, aye. Yeah.
That was a Friday night movie. Brilliant. It's great. So good. It's Dave Gibbons wrote it. And the adaptation is fantastic. The ending's better than the comic, I think. It makes more sense. Have you seen Watchmen?
I have, yeah. It's enjoyable. Yeah.
Aye. Yeah. And the actions, the way he films it and everything, it's undeniably.
The opening sequence with the comedians, brilliant. Yeah.
Some really, really great ideas and visually absolutely terrific.
Yeah.
Loved it again. Mobland. We spoke of this on Thursday before the podcast.
Yeah.
The Andor podcast. Oh, that's the best thing on the telly just now.
Isn't it? I'm just going to watch it after this.
Last episode tonight, I believe.
I think it is, yeah.
Aye. Tom Hardy is fantastic.
Yeah.
Helen Mirren.
Harry D'Souza.
Harry, he plays Harry.
Harry, yeah.
Character. Pierce Brosnan. Harry
Considine.
The twists and turns and
brilliant.
And the lads, the spoilt boy played.
Johnny Lydon, yeah.
John Lydon and the Sex Pistols, Danny Boyle drama.
You know the guy Paul, the Maeve's sort of right hand man in the show. He's got the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
I think he started off in Hollyoaks.
He's been in loads of things.
He was in The Working Man, the movie that I watched.
All right.
Aye. We'll get to
that. He's normally pretty good, that guy, actually.
Aye.
Last night we watched Wild Robot. It's on Sky Cinema just now, and it was just out. I think it was up for Oscar Best Animation. The Oscars. It's this robot it's a shipwreck, and he's in or she is in a cargo vessel that sinks, but the robot manages to get to the island, and then kind of learns about the animals and stuff like that. Really good. A bit overlong, but animation's terrific.
Mm.
Not that into talking animals, but it was good. Really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then was Clarkson's Farm.
Yeah, it started up again. First 4 episodes.
4 episodes. Watched the whole lot. Absolutely.
Oh, did you? All right, I've only watched the first one.
Watched the first 2 yesterday, and then the next 2 today. At first, I thought, is it just the same again? But it's not. It's got a few good laugh out loud moments in it, and it shows you them getting the pub and all that.
Yeah.
But do you know what I noticed actually? If you want to watch episode 5, you need to pay for it unless you wait till Friday.
What?
It come up in mine. It said pay to view. So I don't know if you need to. If you wanted to watch it before Friday, you can pay for them, or you can just wait till Friday and watch.
What?
Watch, but it's going to.
Oh, this is an unnerving trend.
No.
I'm just
going to wait, obviously, but it's just another way of. I think they need to. I think companies need to do something, though. Streaming companies need to do something to make a bit more money, and it's quite a good idea because people do want to
once a week.
People want to just get in there.
I know.
I've never seen that before, though. But
I've not seen that. No.
Pay to see the next episode. I'm like, what?
That'll wait till Friday.
And then it came up available on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
It's 8 episodes, I think. Every Friday from now on. But the first 4 I've watched them, so very enjoyable.
Nice.
Okay, that's me.
Wobland, Last of Us.
Last of Us. Sorry, yeah, that was good. Enjoyed that episode.
That was because it was a Joel episode. Joel's back from the dead.
It was the birthday episode, yeah.
The birthday episode, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was as a father. It was a wee bit teary-eyed kind of thing because it's like you're trying to be better. Like that's your whole thing is you're trying to be better, and it kind of hit home because I always think about that as well. I really it was an enjoyable episode. I wouldn't say it's been my favorite episode of The Last of Us. My favorite episode of The Last of Us is still the Nick Offerman episode. I think that's fantastic.
Season 1.
2 things on Apple TV. One ended, one sort of began. Was the studio. The studio ended with the season finale. It came and went 10 weeks. There you go. That was quite quick. Such an enjoyable show. It's so inside baseball and funny and clever, and you need to get Apple TV and watch again. The other thing you need to get Apple TV for is Murderbot, which is the other Skarsgård.
I did watch the first 2 episodes of that, actually.
Oh, did you?
I did.
It's so good.
I managed to see it. I know why you like it, though, because it's a bit Star Trek-y. Do you not think so? First 2 episodes are, anyway. I don't know if it carries on like
that. Sort of, yes, but not in the way you think. It reminds me of Galaxy Quest.
Aye, maybe a bit more like that.
Especially the big creature thing that comes down.
You're right.
Reminding me of Galaxy Quest. So, and also just the kind of setup as well, and the fact that they're not like superheroes, which is all Star Trek is. Like they're all superheroes.
Yeah.
It's a bit more like that. We started watching Poker Face, which it came up and said, "Hey, you guys should be watching Poker Face." I said, "All right, fine then." So we watched the first episode of that. It's really good. She's brilliant. I watched Orange. I watched the first season of Orange Is the New Black, and I knew her as an actress, but she's not really in it a lot, so you don't really get to see her a lot.
She's in the Russian Doll. Did you ever watch that?
No, I never watched. That was on Netflix.
That was excellent. It was a bit like kind of a Groundhog Day type thing. It's really good. She's great.
Do you want to know why I liked Poker Face? Because it reminded me of Columbo.
Yeah.
Down to the titles. Like the way the title cards did, it comes up and says poker face and got the copyright and all that kind of stuff, and it's in that yellow block font that Columbo used to use. Like even down to the camera angles and everything.
We watched it as well, and we really enjoyed it. I don't know why we never went back to it. There's too many good things, though.
I know that's the problem, is that there are too many good things, and unless you keep a list of these things and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, plowing on. So I watched a lot of TV this week. Gemstones, plugging my way through that. I love that show. It's a brilliant show. It's now my mission to go back and watch every single Danny McBride show, from Eastbound and Down to Vice Principals and all the other stuff he's done. It's ending. I'm watching the last series, and that's it. It's no more. It's after 4 seasons, so it's gone. The only thing that's a bit weird though is I'm watching it on now, and season 4, some of the episodes I've got 8 days left to watch, and others I've got 15. But like, it's a couple of the later episodes I've got 8 days to watch, so I have to basically like speed up and watch those 8. That one, the 5th episode. Before I can, like, the 4th episode is 15 days, but the 5th episode, the 4th episode is 15 days.
They've done that on purpose, haven't they?
They have. I'm pretty sure they have, but that's really sneaky. But why that one? Why not previous seasons?
Yeah, that's
why the 4th season? So I don't know what's going on there. I know that HBO and Sky have a bit of a falling out as far as like programming and stuff is concerned. So maybe that's one of the victims of it. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, blasting through Love, Death and Robots. There's some weird stuff on there, which is really good. And then there's some stuff from like, why did you have to make that? Like the Red Hot Chili Peppers thing, I was like,
I don't get that one.
What's the point in this?
Yeah.
The one I really liked was the one with Murray from the Concords, the Beach Davies or something.
The beach one.
His name? The beach one with a big giant squid.
He's a priest or something.
A priest, yeah.
Yeah, I like that one. I like the the World War II one. That was good. The kind of cult one. It's,
I haven't seen that one yet. That's the one I'm about to watch. I haven't watched.
That's good. I like that.
One. I used to know the last one was the one I watched was the cat one, with John Oliver, who plays the robot.
I've not watched that one. That's the only one I don't think I've watched. The UFO one's good. The
mini one?
Alien invasion. The mini invasion.
The mini one. Oh, that is so funny.
It's so good. So
it's really good. Yeah.
And
the Spiderweb one was good.
Brilliant.
Spiderweb one was good.
That one? Yeah.
That was the one where she was like a robot, and she gets contact with this alien race, and they give her a pet. And she's got 90 days to figure it out, but she's like in hawk to this like general guy. So he comes probably to attack the thing, and then the creature then. It's really
I don't remember that one either. I think there's maybe 2 that I've not seen then. But generally they're always entertaining, always interesting. Something there. Yeah. I think maybe the Red Hot Chili Peppers one was like a showcase to say, look, here's what we can do.
I think so. Yeah. I don't know. I just kind of felt I was like, okay, it's the concert. It's like, but could it not be something else? I don't know.
Slane Castle as well. I mean, it's a real.
It was weird.
Is it real footage that the AI done?
Don't know.
AI made into puppets or
don't know. Our Friday night movie. Yeah, yesterday. Our Saturday night movie was Working Man, written by Sylvester Stallone, because it was part of his Balboa Productions thing.
All right.
But it's his pal Jason Statham that was the protagonist. Michael Pena's in it for like blink and you'll miss him. Talk about one of those mechanical, you need to be over here type plots. It was so bad. Like all it was him wandering around from places, taking notes about things, and then just a fractured movie with him just going to beating up random criminals until he choke his way to the top, the way that Bill Burr talks about it. Who'd I have to choke my way to the top to get to who makes these decisions.
Is that not just every movie?
But it is. That's the thing. Is it's like every single one of these is just
too many movies that are the same as the last.
Yeah, and it's just boring now. So
the Beekeeper, I never saw that. Did you see that? The Beekeeper.
It's essentially the same movie as this, except in this one.
I heard that was okay. I heard that was pretty good.
I used to be a Secret Service agent, secret air service guy, but now I work construction and live out my truck. And it's like, okay, but I don't like talking about it. And in the next scene, it's showing him beating up some cartel who you never see again. Yeah. Never see. That's just the whole point, is just to give us this thing where he's like a badass and he's good at stuff, and it's not a good fight. And it's just this weird thing. And like, no one just, I hate these movies where no one bats an eyelid, like, oh, this is perfectly normal. Like the girl that gets kidnapped, right? At the end of the movie, she stands up and she just gives an empty room the bird, right? Instead of like it's like Taken. It's essentially like Taken. So she's gonna be raped by some rich guy and probably killed after it. And she's just like, okay, back to school. Like that could have like you know what you've
for the rest of her life.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like PTSD type stuff, and she's just like, this is fine. Everything's back to normal.
There's a lot of badly written stuff, though, and
But I was reading about the Blumhouse, the Balboa Productions thing, and they've set themselves up to be, and I quote, this is from Sylvester Stallone, so I'll say it rather than doing the voice. It's the Blumhouse of action movies. That's what he wants to do. So essentially make cheap action movies that are sort of for a mature audience, like that people that like action movies. I like 80s action movies, and this is not a Tango and Cash. It just wasn't.
He's a good writer, though, when he wants to be. You know what I mean?
Well, it's based on a book.
All right, okay. So adapted it. Adapted it into a fisticuff thing.
And it felt like Reacher does this stuff so much better. Like they're better written. Like there's a plot, there's puzzles to solve and things, and he's got to piece things together in Reacher. Whereas this was him literally just going like, "I'll kill that Russian next." Like it's not.
Do you know what annoys me in movies as well? When somebody's on a phone, right? There's a phone. There's a phone. And on a phone. Like, hello?
Nice phone.
And then they say, right, I want this done, that done, and the other. And then they just hang up. They don't go, right, bye.
Cheerio. Right, bye. Yeah, they never do that. They never say hello. They also never say hello either.
I love you. Hang up. You hang up. No, you hang up.
They just go, talk.
Like, I don't know why they don't say goodbye. Anyway,
there's a reason for it. If you do a search on the internet, there is a reason for them not saying goodbye.
Is there?
Yeah.
Don't tell us. Don't tell us. He's going to tell us.
Goodbye in the movies. Anyway, that guy Paul that's in Mobland, he plays one of the Stooges.
All right. Okay. He's in a lot of things. That guy, by the way.
Yeah.
He's an Irish actor. He was in a good.
He's English.
Is he English?
Aye.
He always plays Irishman.
No. Well, that's the other confusing thing as well, because she meets him in an Irish bar.
Aye.
So I don't know.
You sure he's English?
It
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Talk amongst
yourselves. Anyway, there's a reason. So if you. Anyway, I won't look it up because it's now breaking it up.
We'll tell you next week.
How to keep people in suspense. We'll tell you next week. Anyway, if you like what you see here, don't forget to smash that like button and share it on social media, because it really does help the channel out. And if you want timely reminders when we put something new up, then if you hit the subscribe button and notification bell, YouTube will let you know when we put something new up. Or you can follow us on Facebook as well. So we've got Facebook or fb.me/SuperKellyBros up the top there, or Bros, depending on which part of the world you're from. But that's us for tonight. Thank you so much for watching, and we will catch you in the next episode, which, we're doing an Andor this Thursday as well at 8 p.m. So if you want to watch
episode 6, watch along.
Episode 6, yeah, which watch along. of season 2. So we're cracking. I know Andor's finished and we're still cracking through it. We're just doing one a week. But anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.